I noticed that I was losing you, so I figured I did something wrong.
No, but you see that's the proof for paying attention.
Yeah, right. I mean, either way, like if you flip it, it still works pretty much kind of all the same.
The mistake I made was I put the analemma above. I should have put it below. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll fix that. So this is the North Pole, blue shift, compression. We saw how the sun compresses. And this is Antarctica.
That's where the astrolight come from too. Probably the northern lights from the middle, eh? Like my bro Quasi-Luminous says.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because blue shift compression is a Cancer. Cancer is a healing sign. Cancer is healing. Cancer, Capricorn. Let's do this properly, huh? Okay, equator. Right, so this is the solstice of summer. This is the solstice of winter. Okay, on the 25th here of December, 3 days after the 21st, which is the solstice, this is Jesus' birthday. Okay, over here on the 24th, which is exactly the opposite day, exactly, of June, is St. John the Baptist's birthday.
Yeah, here in Quebec, we celebrate the birthday of Quebec is on the Saint Jean Baptiste, the 24th of June, is the big national holiday in Quebec.
Yeah.
They all freak out and they go crazy and drink beer and get drunk and celebrate. They have no reason why they do this, first of all.
Not any different than here.
They've got no idea, man. But there's only one way to find out why all the festivals are celebrated. You have to do the ecliptic. If you don't do the ecliptic, you'll never understand anything. It's all here. Everything comes from this pool of wisdom. So here is the 15th of April, which is Sri Rama's birthday, going up in Aries. That's all Aries from there to there. And on the way back, it's the 29th of August in Virgo. Remember when Herod danced for his little virgin girl, the little virgin girl, she danced for Herod. Herod means hero, which means the sun, the hero of the sun. So here's the little virgin in Virgo on the 29th of August, dancing for Herod. Herod says, oh, that was a beautiful dance. I'll give you anything up to half of my kingdom. So she goes to a mother who was a whore, and the mother who was a whore said, well, ask for the head of John the Baptist. I hate his preaching. He's preaching against our illegitimate, adulterous marriage. So the virgin goes up to Herod and says, I want the head of John the Baptist on a platter on the 29th of August, right there. So that's the analemma. Here's the equator. This is 8.5 degrees above. On the way up in Aries, you've got the birthday of the Ram, the Lamb of God. Here you have the birthday of St. John. Here is the beheading of St. John on the way down. And here's the birthday of... You see what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. I'll show you something. You can talk.
So much to take in.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's always like, very informative and informative. That's the case.
Yeah, I know, it's all in the words. Like, I just notice it more and more now that, like, when I'm out and wherever I'm at, just you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Like the Dodge Ram,
It's all in our face. It's all in our face.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying before coming on the show.
Yeah.
Hey, see the little lamb?
Yeah.
You see John the Baptist, and you see no, sorry, that's actually Jesus. This is Mary, and that's who? Her mother, Anne. Anne? Well, that's another word. The year. The Yaran. Proto. Hein?
En français, on dit un an, une année, un an.
Yeah.
Année.
Un an.
Right, and in Italian, anno, annual. annual, because the ecliptic of the sun from Aries to Cancer to Libra to Capricorn, this is the Yaram, which is another way of saying Ram. The 23rd.
I like that one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. The 23rd Psalm, my Lord is the shepherd. It's called, guess what? Jah-Ram.
Yeah.
Jehovah the Ram. It says it's called just like that, Jah-Ram. Okay? Now, so this is what they're encoding. They're encoding the Analema. The Analema. And the Lamb and Saint Anne and Saint Mary. It's all here. So what I want to finish with, if I can, is
before we show you, before we go with our question, I have a few questions for you.
Great. I'll just finish with this.
Yeah.
Astrology. You have half-witted, half-cocked false prophets who call themselves astrologers, who are actually teaching all kinds of bullshit. For instance, bull. Remember the bull, huh? They teach, the southern hemisphere is different to the northern hemisphere, so Arians born in Australia should be Librans and Librans should be Arians because it's opposite seasons. Okay, I'm gonna dismantle that in grand style. The other thing I'm going to dismantle is the people who say that tropical astrology is out of sync because of precession with the sidereal astrology. Okay, so they're saying, when I go to the computer and I look in an astrological an astronomical website to see where the sun is on the ecliptic, you're saying to me it's in Aquarius, but it shows clearly that it's in Capricorn because there's about 27 degrees of slippage. Remember gyromagnetic precession? Every Torus field precesses. So when we look up at the sky, those stars, they are embedded in the Torus field and they are precessing. So the sun's ecliptic and the precessing stars, they are out of sync and always will be. But that does not mean, so they say to you, on March the 21st, here, that's not Aries, that's Pisces. Aries starts here now. Okay, so these are the two things that I'm going to smash forever, and I hope astrologers are out there listening because you don't want to be a false prophet. Those are the ones that are condemned in the Bible where it says, woe to the astrologers, like it says, woe to the lawyers. It's not condemning law, it's condemning lawyers. And it's not condemning astrology because the Bible is founded on astrology. That's why in Job 32 it says, can you tell the Mazzaroth? Because if you don't, you're a dipshit. That's what it's saying. That's God talking to Job in Job 32, I think it's 38. It says, can you tell forth the Mazzaroth, the zodiac? Can you or can't you? Because if you can't, you're an idiot. Because I made the zodiac, I made the ecliptic, the sun and the moon, and how they influence you. If you can't tell forth the Bible and don't condemn astrology, you can condemn astrologers, but not astrology. It's the science of God, astrologos, the word of the stars. Okay, so as for these astrologers who love to bullshit, I'll fix them up, rip them up a real good one. Aries can only influence north and south when it's here to here. Aries will never change on the analema. It will never change on the tropical system. Arians born between the 21st of, people born between the 21st of March and 21st of April will always be Aryan. For the rest of eternity, they always have been, always are, and always will be. And that Aries energy compressing, this is now compressing. The sun is compressing to blue shift. Here is red shift. This compression factor is what's not happening in Libra when the sun is here in Libra. So that energy is dispersed unilaterally throughout the whole disk Earth. It matters not wherever you live on the Earth. If you are born here, you are Aryan. Aries will never be removed from there. Okay? So I know I'm speaking very emphatically here because I'm very zealous about the truth, and I can't stand seeing these morons making YouTube videos and writing books about, oh, Aryans are now Pisceans, and in the southern hemisphere they're Librans. What a crock of shit. Who are these dipshits? Where do they come from? These are the ones who have been condemned in the scriptures as the ones who are foretelling and using astrology as a pseudoscience. The elite have caused this to happen to our astrologers. Our astrologers have fallen, just like our lawyers have become liars. Rather than supporting the law, as Jesus says, woe to you lawyers, for you bind heavy burdens upon the meek, which you yourself do not care to bear 1 inch. The same with the astrologers teaching crap. Now, let me show you something. How do we know? How do we know that Aryans born between the 21st of March and 21st of April will always be Aryans, regardless of hemisphere, regardless of where they are and what they're doing? How do we know? Because we have the evidence. Just look at the Aryans. Here's a whole bunch of Aryans. Can you see the Aryan features? The fire in the eyes, the ram-like features. The ram. They walk like this, directional. They're not Librans. They're not Pisceans. Taurus, the Venus eyes. Look at the bulls. Big shoulders, big necks. The bull. Look at the Taurian.
And you mentioned the opposite sign is also going to carry a lot of the same features.
Yes, similar, but in the mirror.
Right.
Because Librans, because Aryans have got long heads like the ram. Librans have got round heads because it's balanced. My son's Libran. Whenever I get in a photo with my son, you see me with a head like long, and my son's head is about that round. He's Libran.
My father's an Aryan too, so
yeah.
Coincidence.
And you can see it. You can't mistake it. Look at the long heads. Look at the long faces.
Yeah.
Look at this Hugh Hefner. That's a typical ram, man. Look at these rams. You can't mistake it. Look at the Gemini. You see the skewed facial look. One eye goes that. They've got two faces. You see?
Yeah.
One eye goes.
I've always like that. Yeah.
Their faces are like, and the same with Virgo.
Yeah, I'm like that too. When I talk, you see, I'm always like that on one side or another. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, because of the two,
Yeah. And my smile is like that too. My smile is always on one side than another.
Hey, also now what?
Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. March 21st is always Aries, always will be, never will change. Okay, go, mate. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna ask. For me, it seems a little bit confusing sometimes when you think of Gemini. You know, like the two-sided kind of thing. And then what about Pisces? You know, you have the two-sided thing too, though. Like, how do you separate the two and, explain that in a way? Because, I mean, even for me, it's just like, I don't know, Libras are indecisive. So there's that two nature as well. I mean, how do you separate the Pisces, Gemini, two thing happening there?
Yeah. Well, Gemini is air and it's mental. Air is mental. Yeah. So they have two minds.
Two minds, okay.
Okay. Pisces is water, emotional. So they have two emotions.
Okay.
Okay. Virgo is two earths. So they have two earth modalities. Sagittarius is two fires. So they have the fire of the horse, animal, and the fire of the man, the centaur, coming out of the horse. Okay. All the mutable signs are bicorporeal. Okay. So they have two natures. All the cardinal signs like Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, they are singular and directional.
Yeah, I walk really fast. I'm always,
Yep, all the fixed signs, they are well, they're more fixed. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. They are fixed in their element. They're very stable in their element. Okay.
Yeah.
The Taurian is stable in his earth. He's very firm and unmovable. Okay. Now, look at the Cancer, the moon goddess. There's the crab. Look at the crabby looking, hard on the outside, soft on the inside type. Here's the Leo, the felines. Can you see a couple of lynxes, jaguars, lionesses, the big mane, the big hair? There's a lynx. There's a jaguar, beautiful Halle Berry, goddess. Virgoans, look at that bohemian, gypsy, distorted look on their face. These guys are eccentric par excellence. Earthy, magical. These guys are the wizards, the hermits.
Talking about Virgos right now.
The hermit card. Here are the Librans. See the round head? See the level eyebrows? See the vertical dimples? These are all Libran features. Nothing has changed on the ecliptic. Libra will always be where Libra is. From the 23rd of September to the 23rd of October, no matter where you live, what hemisphere, no matter what. See, this doesn't work in sidereal. I mean, someone in sidereal says, oh, yeah, I'm Aryan, and I can see all these Taurus features, so it doesn't fool me. Tropical.
Now, when you mention, you know, how the strongest signs, right? You have the magnetic, right? You say the magnetic ones are the strongest ones now. How are they? In what way are they more powerful, I guess you could say? You say like the cardinal signs, you know?
Well, that's not magnetic. That doesn't mean cardinal. So I want to finish with that book though, guys, because
yeah, sorry, please, yeah, keep going.
Please let me. This is very important because people need the visuals. They need to see how they can tell that this science is correct, rather than listening to the false prophets and the misleaders who themselves are misled. It's very, very important that you understand how to discern the 12 signs of the zodiac. They are there. If you don't see it, you're missing out on everything. Okay? So.
What's that? Bathroom, I think.
No.
Cardinal, fixed, mutable. Cardinal, fixed, mutable. Cardinal, fixed, mutable. Cardinal, fixed, mutable. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. And by the way, adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine is in the DNA of the double helix. This is the double helix. Helios, the sun. Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Okay, these tropical points, they are the cardinal signs. They are the strongest by far. Why? Why? Well, because you get a nozzle of a fire hydrant, okay, a fire hose rather, and here's the hose, and it's really, really tight here, right? And the water comes out. How does it come out? It's pressurized, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's shoot it up that way. Sorry, I'll do this again. So here's the nozzle there, and here's the water coming out. That's cardinal. Cardinal means birth, growth, decay. Birth, growth, decay. Fixed, cardinal, fixed, mutable. Birth, growth, decay. Okay, so cardinal people are like this. Fixed people, they're more representative of their element because that's more what you would call water. But then the water does this in droplets. That's mutable. This is fixed. This is cardinal here. Cardinal, fixed. Mutable means mutating, changing, disintegrating. Okay, so That's answered that question.
Yeah, I didn't mean. Yeah, I didn't mean to make magnetic part of it. It's just the most powerful signs you'd mentioned were cardinal. That's just for that.
Yep, they are the door openers. Okay, so they have the most power because they are at the. See, this is the door opener of spring. That's the door opener of summer. That's the door opener of autumn. That's the door opener of winter. So more power is here. These are the portals, the four horsemen of the apocalypse, the four horsemen of Revelation. That's what they are. This is the white horse of Aries. This is the green horse of Cancer, or the pale horse, vegetation. Here is the red horse of Libra, where the sun sets, red, Little Red Riding Hood. And here is the black horse of Capricorn. Saturn is black. And that's the night. That's the day, midday, midnight. So that's the black horse. White horse, green horse, red horse, black horse. Everything in the Bible is ripped off of this King Arthur and his 12 knights table. Hercules and his 12 laborers.
And this
Scorpio.
this brings me to a question, Santos, because when I see this round thing in the 12 zodiac sign, I see the clock. So I have a question for you about the time, okay? Because now we can demonize pretty much everything that we've been taught, but also we can see the other side of it, like you said, and see the good in things. So, okay, time is there. Time is a big manipulative tool for humanity. Humanity is manipulated by time, but also you can use time to your advantage also and create things there. So how does the timetable thing that we have now relate to the whole existence? Like who brought in the time thing? Who said we're gonna use the time and it's gonna be like it comes from far? It doesn't come from the Babylonian people, I'm sure.
Right.
Like the time thing, all the timetable that we're using. Where does this science come from?